How's it going, guys? TacTixHD here with Season 3 of my NHL 16 Expansion Team GM Mode series. Sorry for no episode the last week. Obviously, I was really busy with the NHL 17 beta, as well as in Toronto for the weekend, so didn't have a lot of time for the NHL 16 videos, but we're going to get back on the grind again. So if you guys missed the last episode, I'll quickly show you our rosters heading into this year. I think we're finally going to start, turning the corner here, becoming a better team. Are we going to make the playoffs this year? Probably not, but hopefully, we can still add some more picks and prospects. Maybe even start trying to add some younger players that can help us now. Try to get that rebuild, fast forwarded a bit, and just see what happens from there. As you guys can see, we got Griffith, Matthews, and Aber on the first line. Pretty solid first line. Obviously, Griffith, I'd rather like a higher potential, higher rated player, but it's not terrible. Versteeg, Rackle, and Peary on the second. Pajjarvi, Grabowski, and Stallberg on the third. Williams, Hula, and Hartnell on the fourth. And then defense here is pretty good right now. We got Jones and Larson, Rundblad, Clefbaum, Cole, and Ehrhoff. And then in goal here, we have McNiven with Vicentine backing him up. In the AHL here, guys, we have Ernie, Vey, and Bose on the first line. So actually pretty solid first line in the AHL. Rupert, Bracco, and Zach on the second. Deslauriers, Vejdemo, I think, and Kostalev on the third. Then Patilla, Peely, and Thompson on the fourth. I think I'm just going to trade Deslauriers as he's 80 overall playing third line in the AHL. So I'd rather get like a third round pick, maybe not even actually, probably like a fourth or fifth for him. But I mean, if he's playing third line AHL, I'd honestly rather that than like him just playing there wasting space. Scarlett, Kreis, Faust, Valiv, Jacobs, McPherson here in the AHL. So HLD is not as good. I think our two best defensive prospects are both still in junior. So it looks, I think, worse than it actually is for the defensive prospects. Gillies and Binnington here in the AHL, so AHL goalie situation is actually pretty solid. And as you guys can see, AHL team here has 79 offense, 79 defense, and 84 goaltending, and the NHL team has 89 offense, 90 defense, and 88 goaltending. So we'll start the sim here and just see what happens. So as you guys can see, I just simmed through both October and November to kind of give us an idea of how our team's looking, and after the first 2 months, we're 11, 9, and 4, so just over 500, kind of where I expected us to be. We're not dominating, nor are we just getting completely destroyed, so it'll be interesting to see how the next couple months go. Really no reason to make a move right now, I don't think. Wait till the trade deadline, see if we even have a shot at the playoffs. If not, just trade away a bunch of assets, and if we do, maybe try and make that playoff push. AHL team also looking pretty good there. 8, 7, and 5. So we're now at the end of December. NHL team had an okay month. They're now 17, 19, and 4, but the AHL team absolutely dominated. They're now 21, 9, and 5. As you guys can see here, I think they won every game this month except for, looks like 2 losses. So pretty impressive there. We've got another couple months till the trade deadline. So AHL team's doing really good. We'll see how the NHL team pans out. We're at the end of January now, guys. As you can see, NHL team still a little under 500 there. 21, 24, and 5. AHL team still killing it, though. 28, 11, and 7. So we'll take a look here, see where we are at the standings. We're just past the halfway point of the season. 8th place in the Metro, which kind of sucks. Thought we'd do a little bit better than that. We'll see where we are in the entire NHL. So we have 47 points there, 2 points behind the Islanders, but we have 2 extra games played. And in the entire NHL here, we'll see, probably going to put us real low, 47, 29th place, second last, only to Vancouver, who never seem to do good in this game for some reason. So take a look here. Looks like Austin Matthews is leading our team in scoring right now, which is good to see. Really want him to develop into like at least a 90-plus player. 20 years old, 88 overall. He's got to be at least like a 92. Aberg there, 41 points. I like that. Versteeg's got 30. Hartnell has 22. I think he's on like the 4th line, so kind of surprising. Seth Jones there with 20 as a defenseman. I like that as well. Rackle's got 20. Williams has 19. Peary 19. Griffith has 18. Hoping for a bit more than that, playing on the first line. Grabowski there at 18. Rundblad 16. Ernie 14. Rest of these guys just look to be chipping in a little bit. Take a look here now, guys, as well at the goalies. See how they're doing. 2 young goalies, so not too much to expect. 2.5 against for Vicentine, 2.8 against for McNiven. That's not that great. Save percentage is also almost below 9, where Vicentine's is .921. Take a look here at the AHL team as well. See how Gillies is doing. Gillies is under 2 goals against, .928 save percentage. We'll take a look here just to see the AHL leading scores. See if there's anybody promising. Rupert there, 36 points. Bose at 34. Vey, 34. Vejdemo, I think you say his name, 31. Zach has got 29, so not too bad. Looks like the AHL team producing a lot. So we're at the end of February now, guys, and our NHL team must have known the trade deadline was approaching, and they just decided to stop trying because we got 2 total wins for the month of February. Absolutely terrible. We're now 23, 33, and 5. AHL team luckily still playing good there, 34, 13, and 9. So definitely going to try and trade some older guys here for some picks, some prospects. maybe even some good established young players. We'll see what's on the trading block and what we can get back. Right here, guys, I'm trying to trade Christian Ehrhoff to the Blackhawks for their 3rd round pick. I've got half his salary retained just to keep them under the cap. He's only got 1 year left anyway, so it doesn't matter. And as you guys can see, he now has 7th D potential, so he's definitely going to start regressing. I'm also adding a 5th and a 6th round pick to this deal just to try and get it to go through. The 3rd round pick's definitely more valuable than all 3 of these pieces, so we'll see what they say. Trade accepted. Right here, guys, we're trying to make another trade, trading Ladislav Smid to the Predators for a 5th round pick. I've got half his salary retained so they don't go over. He's another guy. He's actually down in overall, 76 right now. 1 year left, definitely not resigning him. If I can get a pick back that maybe turns into a player, why not do this deal? And trade accepted, so nice. Right here, guys, trying to make a small trade, trading Dale Laurier to the Tampa Bay Lightning for a 4th round pick. He's not quite worth a 3rd, so hopefully they'll say yes here for a 4th. And they do. Right here, guys, we're trying to make another trade with Tampa, trading them Christopher Stieg and Ian Cole, along with the 5th round pick we got from Nashville for Slater Cuckoo. Really solid young defenseman. He's 24 years old, 82 overall, medium top 60 potential, also on a very good contract here, $1.2 million for the next 3 years. So we'll see if they say yes to this. The value looks to be double on our side, but of course they're not really interested in trading Cuckoo. Hopefully this is enough to sway them to deal him our way. And it was, so that's a good deal for us. Right here, guys, trying to make one last small trade, trading Hula to the Anaheim Ducks for a 5th round pick. 1 year left, bomb 6 forward, 26, so he's really done growing, only 81 overall. I'm sure I can find a better center in free agency, or one of our younger guys can push through. So basically a free 5th round pick, and they said yes. So I'm thinking that's going to be our final deal, guys. So I'll show you the draft picks we now have for this year's draft. As you can see, we got 3 thirds, 4 fourths, and a 5th. So a lot of mid-round picks there. Unfortunately, no 1st or a 2nd, but our 1st round pick got us Nolan Patrick. And our 2nd round pick got us somebody else really good. I forget who. I think the Aberg guy. So definitely it was worth those 2 picks. Also something I don't think I showed you guys yet. Nolan Patrick now has high franchise potential. So he's going to be an absolute beast. I just finished sending to the end of the regular season, guys. As you can see, AHL team there, 45, 16, and 12. So they're killing it. NHL team, records no longer showing there. But as you can see, we're 32, 42, and 8. Not good at all. Finished 8th in the Metro. Probably one of the last place teams in the NHL. We got 72 points there. We'll see how low that puts us. I'm going to be interested to see if we're last or not. We're not last. 3rd last, though, in front of Buffalo and Vancouver. Take a look here at our scoring leaders as well. Traded away a ton of guys, so I think Austin Matthews there had the lead. So he just passed Aberg there, 67 points. Aberg had 63. Ernie there at 42 in 43 games. That's really impressive, actually. Almost a point per game, somehow only an 81 still. Rackle there, 36, would have liked a bit better than that. Griffith at 35, again, a bit better. Fury 33, not bad. Kaboski 28, Hartnell 26, Jones at 24. So he really slowed down there in the second half of the year. Kind of what do you expect for the rest of these guys? Nothing too crazy. Goalies here, we'll take one last look. See if McNiven turned it around a bit. If not, I think it's more the team in front of them. So yeah, 3 goals against. 0.9 save percentage. We didn't really have that great of a team in front of him, though, so can't blame him. Visiting team, though, had better numbers, but obviously smaller sample size. And Gillies here had 1 game played, and he let 8 goals in, and he was crushing it in the AHL, so clearly NHL is a bit tougher. AHL team here, we'll take a look at the scoring leaders for this one. So as you guys can see, Bozen there, 60 points, 73 games, not bad at all. Rupert had 57, Vijdemo 54, Vliet 44 as a defenseman, that's really impressive. Kroslev 43, now 79. Bracco at 41. Zach at 40. So a lot of guys playing really well right now in the AHL. So the AHL team regular season's over. Just going to show you guys. They finished 1st place in their division there, 102 points. As well, they finished 1st place in their conference and maybe even the league. Okay, so I don't know how this works exactly. We have 102 points, which is the 3rd most. 1st place in our conference, but apparently San Jose Barracuda got 1st in theirs. AHL is so weird, honestly. I have no idea how that's working. But anyways, in the playoffs here, going up against Rochester Americans. So hopefully we can win this first series. Obviously, it's a best of 5, so just need to win 3 games here. Already down 1. There we go. It's 1-1 tied up. Hopefully we can do something here. There's another L. Tied it up, and there we go. So we won the first series, which is good to see. I usually send the period by period for the NHL playoffs, but the AHL doesn't really matter as much, so I just kind of sim it like this to see how they're doing. Going against the Marlies here now. We'll see how they do. So starting off there with a win, which is good to see. Back-to-back wins, 2-1 lead, tied up 2-2. Just need to win a couple more games here in the next 3 games. Sim to the end here. Hopefully they can get it done. And tied up now, going to Game 7 against the Marlies. See how it ends. And we actually get the win, so that's pretty good. They're now going to the conference finals against the Providence Bruins. So hopefully this ends up good. If we can win the Calder Cup, that'd be really promising to show our young players are coming through. And let's see here. We are currently tied 2-2. 3 games to go. 3-2. There we go. 4-2. Ontario Reign here in the final. Hopefully we can do something good here. As you guys can see, we actually won the first game. So I'll just sim it to the end here. See if we can win that Calder Cup. 2 wins. Is that 3 wins? I think that's 3 wins. Did we just win the Calder Cup? I think we just won the Calder Cup. It simmed so fast. And we did. Playoffs have ended. I would have actually probably recorded the Calder Cup ceremony, but kind of like, I don't know, it fooled me there. I think the one win kind of took a while to load, but pretty good there. We won the Calder Cup, so that's very promising to see our young players playing well. Hopefully here we can make a couple, nice draft picks in the mid rounds, and then get some nice free agent signings, starting to turn the corner here with the NHL team. So before we get to the draft, guys, I figured I'd show you the playoff statistics for the AHL team, see who was kind of carrying the load. Jeremy Bracco here played very well, 18 points, 22 games. Still can't believe we got him as a unrestricted free agent. Vliv there, 17 points in 22 games as a defenseman, very impressive. Zach had 14, Kroslev 13, Kuzwiniski 9, Jacobs had 8, so those were our scoring leaders, definitely carrying the team there. Also, guys, wanted to show you the awards right now in case I forget to do it later. So Stanley Cup champion, Anaheim Ducks. We actually made a couple trades with them, so I guess helped them out. President's Trophy, New York Rangers. Clarence Campbell, of course, the Ducks. And the Prince of Wales with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Player awards here, Ovechkin with the Art Ross and the Hart. Carlson with the James Norris for the 4th straight year. Sagan with the Lady Byng. Ty Ratty there actually with the Calder. Conn Smythe to Gibson. Lundqvist there with the Vezina and the William Jennings. Ekblad to Bill Masterson. Taint to the Selke. Ovechkin also got the Ted Lindsay and the Maurice Richard, so Ovechkin killed it. AHL teams here. Calder Cup champions, of course, was our team, which is awesome. We'll see. I think we won the division. Sam Pollock division, or Sam Pollock trophy for the North Division. We'll see if we won another one here. We also won the award for Eastern Conference Playoff Champions, which makes sense. See if we got any player awards. Hopefully we got something. Doesn't look like it so far. No way. Oh, there we go. Gillies actually won the Calder Cup MVP, so that's good to see. Carrying the team. Him and McNiven are going to be awesome. 1 and 2 punch, I think. Sorella there. I think did we trade him, I think? And he just won an award in the AHL, but only for sportsmanship, so not a big deal. Marchenko there, and then Armalis. So pretty good year for the AHL there, getting the Calder Cup. We'll have a hopefully solid draft here, and then pick up some nice free agents. So our first pick in this year's draft isn't until the 3rd pick in the 3rd round, but we do have, I think, 3 third-round picks, 4 fourths, and a 5th, so hopefully we can make use of it here. Find some diamonds in the rough. So gonna sort it there by projected. Still a few guys left that are projected to go 2nd round. Our scouts are saying that 2 of them are AHL guys, the other they're not sure of. All 3 have high league interest. The grinder don't only need. I'm just going to take a chance here, I think. Why not take this guy? Medium 7th D, so not the greatest. Next pick here, guys, is the 11th pick in the 3rd round. Hopefully we can get something a bit better than that last pick. Took a chance there. Didn't hit. It's alright. Not the end of the world. Let's see what our scouts say here for potential. 7th D is the highest. That guy's supposed to go in the 3rd round. We already got one of those. Exact here, all AHL. So maybe we'll take the 7th D guy and hope it's actually a top 6. I feel like that's the best case scenario here. And he actually is a 7th D. So now we have a pick here at number 26 in the 3rd round. So late 3rd round pick, basically a 4th round pick. We'll still see what's still available there. I've already got a couple defensemen. I have to go forward here. This goalie might be worth taking, honestly. High backup. I don't plan on using him, but he just might be pretty valuable in a trade. That's going to be decent potential for a goalie, especially if he can grow into something better. Let's just take this goalie here. And medium backups, not too bad. So next pick here, guys, of course, is the 3rd pick in the 4th round, as we finished 3rd last in the NHL. I'm going to start taking some forwards here, hopefully we can hit on some. Honestly, if we can just get 1 or 2 that are like bomb 6 forward, that'd honestly be awesome. That's all I'm looking for. This is the only guy left with 3rd/4th projection, so we'll take him. And medium bomb 6 forward, so there we go. Next pick here, guys, in the 4th round. I honestly have no idea who to take. There's a few guys here with highly interest. This center here, AHL extra forward, but apparently everyone else is interested in him. Every other player there is a D, so we already have a bunch of D. Let's take this guy. Medium bomb 6 forward, that's awesome. Next pick here in the 4th round. So far, 4th round's pretty good. If we can keep getting actual NHL potential players, that'd be awesome. Hopefully not going to see any AHL potentials here. Really don't know who to go with, though. This guy's got high league interest. AHL 7th D, though. That's so terrible. This guy's got AHL top 6, but those guys are all 4th/5th round. I feel like the 4th round guys are probably safer pick. This guy's the only one with high league interest. Let's go with him. AHL top 2D, so not terrible. Finally, guys, our last pick in the 4th round is actually the 30th pick. This is our Ducks pick. Of course, they won the Stanley Cup, so we'll see what this gets us here. We only got one more pick after this. Still not a lot of forwards. I'd like to get at least 1 or 2 here. Let's see. This center here as well. AHL Bomb 6'4". He's a grinder. Grinder could turn into something a bit better. Here we go. And he... Oh, I got to check now what he is at the end there. Hoping he's a Bomb 6'4". That'd be awesome if he is. And he's AHL top 6. That's not too bad. Our last pick, guys, in the 5th round is actually the 30th pick as well. I forgot that was also Anaheim's pick. So basically a 6th round pick here. I'm going to search by projected. I'm going to take a look at the potential, see what's available. So projected here. Could go with AHL top 2D. Safe pick. AHL top 6 forward, 6th round high. He could be like a Bomb 6 forward. I already have a bunch of defensemen. I'm going to take a chance here on this guy. Here we go. And as you guys can see, he has low AHL top 6 forward potential. So exactly what it said, but still not too bad. So I think we had a pretty decent draft there. Didn't get lucky with any like top 9 forwards or top 4 Ds, but considering we only had 3rd and 4th picks, not the biggest deal. Alright guys, we're now at the re-sign phase, and as you can see, we actually have $44.8 million in cap space, which is crazy. Unfortunately though, we only have 7 open contract spots, so a ton of cap space, but we have a bunch of like low salary contracts. We're really gonna have to start moving some of these contracts around, bringing some better players in. They're actually getting paid money. So Grabowski here, 34 years old, 82 overall. He played decent last year. Why not give him $2 million here for 1 year? That's what he wants. Kujuwinski or whatever, he played well in the AHL. Also give him the deal he wants. Wah here, give him the deal he wants. We'll see here. DeBrincat's a UFA. Definitely need to re-sign him. $800K for 3 years. That is fine. Left wings here. Let's see. Ernie, he played amazing. He had a point almost every game. Somehow was only 81 overall. Wants $1.5 million for 2 years. Whatever. Hopefully he grows over the summer. Rupert here, 24 years old, 80 overall. He still wants a 2-way deal, which is good. Thompson here wants a 1-way deal, 79 overall. Not really interested in that. He's 25. I think I might just let him go. Use that roster spot in free agency. Nothing else here in the left wing except for Strome there, who don't really need to re-sign yet. He's 62 overall. Right wings here. Aber's in 87 now. It's good to see. Griffith's in 84. What do we have? Nylander needs a new contract, so $950K. Seems like a lot, but whatever. Justin Williams, 36 years old, 74 overall. He is really upset. He can be let go. Definitely not worth re-signing him. Defense here, Adam Larson needs a new deal, so let's see what we can get him for. He wants 3 years. I'd honestly rather just sign him long-term, like the longest we can. 25, 8 years, sign until he's 33, or we can get a $300K discount if we do it to 7. I might as well just do 8 here. Give him like $7 million for 8 years, see if he says yes. 89 overall. I think that's more than fair. Rest of those guys are all locked up. Like I was saying, Sean Day's in 81 now, so he'll probably be in the NHL next year. Scarlett here, 25, 79 overall. He'll be solid for depth, just having in the AHL. Anybody else? Sergachev needs a new deal. Definitely going to give him that. His potential was top 6. It sucks now low 7th D. Hopefully he can turn that around. And the other guys here are all unsigned. Not worth re-signing yet. Goalies here, Gillies and McNiven are both locked up. Vicentini needs a new deal. 25, 82 overall. Let's see. He wants 1.1 for 1 year. I guess I can give him like 1.1 for 1 year. I don't know if he'll be backup or AHL starter. Valaharju actually is who I want to be the AHL starter, so I might just trade Vicentine. Binnington's probably a decent backup at 24. I feel like I'd rather get a younger goalie to back him up. To back Valaharju up, sorry. And then Zubov here we just drafted. Doesn't look too bad. So we'll see how many roster spots we have after this. As you guys can see, Grabowski accepted his deal. Same with Scarlett, Kujuwinski, Wah. I'm guessing everybody. Vicentine, Ernie, Rupert, Larson. So that's a good deal. $7 million, 8 years. DeBrincat, Nylander, Sergachev. So everyone I offered a contract to did accept. The only guys here that aren't signed are the draft picks we have, and none of them are even 70 overall, so not worth it as they won't make the AHL team. And as you guys can see, we now have $34 million in cap space with 7 contract spots opened up. So might have to trade away some guys as there's probably going to be some good young players as well as some good NHL players, but we'll just have to wait and see here so the UFA opens up. Right here, guys, we're trying to trade 3 players that really don't have a spot on the team. Like, they're pretty good AHL players. Don't really think they're ever going to make the NHL as they don't have enough potential. Patella here, 25, only 78. He's pretty much done growing. Lekkonen here is only 22, 78 overall, but he doesn't usually get that good. And then Vey here is already 26, 80 overall. Vey never gets like above an 81. So if I can get Carolina's third round pick back here and clear up some roster spots, I think that's a pretty solid move. And they say yes. Right here, guys, we're trying to make another trade to clear up some roster spots. I was looking at free agency, and there's a lot of good guys available. So trying to trade David Rundblad here. 2 years left, $1.75 million deal. Only 82 overall, done growing. I think we can get a better defenseman this year in free agency. And then Stallberg here, 1 year left at $3 million. He's also really down in his overall, 77 overall. We can find a better winger. So we'll see if Calgary says yes, and they do. So we now have a ton of roster spots as well as a ton of cap space. As you guys can see, we have just under $40 million in cap space, and we have 12 roster spots, I believe. So Vlasic here, 88 overall, the top free agent. Would love to add him. Him and Jack Johnson are both available. I doubt I can get both. Would love to get one. I'm thinking Vlasic, as he still has elite potential opposed to top 4D. Also want to try and get JVR here. And Brian Little. That would really give us a nice first-line left winger, which you need in place of Griffith. He could go down to second, and then Little there would be a nice second-line center behind Matthews. Just really a lot of good players here. So obviously we didn't finish high last year. We're going to have to pretty much outpay everybody here. So Vlasic only wants a 2-year deal. I can afford to pay him a lot of money as we have a ton of cap space. So I'll give him $8 million here for 2 years. Hopefully the money's enough. JVR here as well. He's only 29. He wants 5 years. He wants almost $7 million. So I could give him $8 million for, let's see here, at 3 years he wants 7.2. Let's see if he'll take like 8.5 for 3 years. I feel like we're not going to have to start spending money for that long. We can afford to pay him that. It'll help us get good now while everyone's kind of on their entry-level deals. Brian Little also wants 6.75 for 3. 3 teams interested. He's 30 years old. So I'd give him, like, again, $8 million for 3 years. That puts us up to $24 million. Still have $15 million in cap space, and we're not going to really need most of that money for the next 3 years as everyone's locked down in, like, rookie deals or just, kind of bridge deals. So we'll see here. Offered all 3 of those guys $8 million for 3 years, basically. We'll see if the money's enough. Also, guys, there's a ton of really solid two-way players available with good potential. So as you guys can see, a bunch of top 9 forwards here. Little J here is already 24 and only 66, so he's not worth it. Elder, though, 20 years old, 76 overall. Definitely worth giving an offer to. Don't want to get outbid by anybody, so we'll give him $800K. Same for this Kutak guy, 21 years old, 77 overall. We'll give him the $800K. This guy here as well, Osmic. We'll give him like $875, I guess. It's basically giving them all a bit more money than they want. This guy here is 22.71. Can give him some money. Gattenby here, X-Tech will like this one. We'll give Gattenby here $800K. Norden, 21, 71 overall. We'll give him like $800K as well. This last guy, Gosselin, I'm not sure if I have enough roster spots for him. Also, he's 23 and 70 overall, so he's kind of like in that gray area. So I'll wait on that for now. I know there's also some solid goalies available, though. Not really sure which one I want to go for. So there's 4 here with fringe starter potential. Actually, I know which one I want to go for. I'm going to go for Hart. He's got high fringe starters. So that's the best potential. He's also the youngest there at 19. And he's only the second highest rated at 76. 2 behind AB there, who's also 3 years older. So if we can get Hart here, I think that'd be really solid. I'll give him the max deal here. So hopefully he'll sign with us there at $950K for 3 years. So just going to sim now, guys. See who says yes, who says no. If all those guys say yes, our team is going to be vastly improved for next season. And as you guys can see, JVR accepted our offer, so that's awesome. We now have our first line left winger. One of the young kids accepted. Same with Hart, who's awesome. Gattenby accepted. Elder accepted. Norden, Osmic, Kutak. So we'll see if any of the other big free agents accept. Brian Little rejected. I decided to go with another team. His goal is to win now. Doesn't think our team can, even though we overpaid a lot on him. Edward Vlasic also did the same thing, which kind of sucks. We'll see now if we can get Jack Johnson, if he's still available. So it sucks that both Vlasic and Little were more concerned with winning than getting paid, as our team's no position to win. Also, I was looking at Jack Johnson to replace Vlasic. He's already signed, as well as looking at Bozak to replace Little. He's also already signed, so not much left here in free agency. Jimmy Hayes is actually the top free agent there, which I honestly might sign. We have the cap space. I could use like a solid third-line winger, which I think he'd be there. 84 overall is not too bad. Also could use like a better, second-line center in front of Rackle, but Mike Richards definitely isn't that, so I don't know if I'm going to bother resigning him. I guess just going to throw an offer Hayes' way. He wants a 2-year deal. We have so much cap space. Might just overpay him right here at like $4.5 million for the 2-year deal. It's not a big deal. For affordable, or I guess two-way players that are young, we got all of them, I think. We still have a few roster spots opened up, so might just give Gosselin an offer here, and then try to see if we can make a trade for like a better second-line center. Defense, I think, still solid. Two good young goalies. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear, I guess. Now, as you guys can see, Jimmy Hayes accepted our offer, so that's good to see. As well, the Gosselin guy accepted our offer too. So I was looking at the trading block, guys, and the New York Rangers have Zetterberg on the block. Trade value's not high at all. Obviously, he's really old, 37 years old. He's making $6 million for the next 3 years, which seems like a lot for a 37-year-old, but our team has so much money. And like I was saying earlier, all of our entry-level deals, all of our bridge deals, they're all going to expire in about 3 years. He might even retire after 2 years. I feel like the money does not matter. We get an 88 overall second-line center, which is exactly what I want. Someone to play behind Matthews, and we get him at a really cheap price. I'm going to see what kind of deal I can make here to get Zetterberg. Right here, guys, my offer for Zetterberg. As you can see, I'm trading Vicentine, who, like I said, doesn't really have a spot on the team. He's too good for the AHL, not good enough for the NHL, and I want Valharju to be our AHL starter. Also, he's 25, so kind of too old for the AHL. Trading them Eves here, AHL prospect. They want, though. Bouchard, same thing. Struthers, same thing. He's got bomb 6'4" potential, so he's pretty good, but he's only 18, and he's got 51 overall, so he's going to take a while to develop. Figure just trade him to them. And our third-round pick in this year's draft, which hopefully isn't, a high third-round pick. I'm kind of betting on myself here, hoping we can do a bit better this year. And, of course, if we get Zetterberg, I think that's obviously going to be possible. So we'll see if they take this deal or not. And they did. Right here, guys, making an offer for Triamkin. Our bottom pairing D is not the greatest, and Triamkin's a good young defenseman, 24 years old, 83 overall, and he's 6'7" with medium top 4D potential. Offering them Alex DeBrincat, as we have Nolan Patrick, Austin Matthews. DeBrincat's really not a third-line center kind of guy. A couple unsigned prospects they're interested in, as well as the Carolina third-round pick. So we'll still have a third-round pick in this year's draft. It'll be Calgary's after we do this deal. So hopefully they say yes. 4 pieces they're interested in. All 4 have pretty good value. Here we go. Trade accepted. Right here, guys, I'm going to sign Donskoy for a big overpayment. As you guys can see, we still have just under $20 million in cap space, and we are still under the salary cap floor, which is making it really difficult to put out the lineup I want. So basically, I'll pay Donskoy way more than he wants for 1 year deal, and then basically just probably have him scratch. He's 81 overall, so I mean, I'm sure he can sub in when someone gets injured, but this is basically just so I have the freedom to move around the players however I want to. And he's getting paid to basically do nothing, so he should be happy about that. Don't really see us making trades that are gonna that he'll cost us anything. So $5 million for 1 year, he'll definitely accept that. If he doesn't, I have no idea what he's doing. So here's a look at our lines, guys, going into next year. I think they're a lot better. The team's definitely starting to turn around. First line here we have JVR, Matthews, and Aberg. Second line Griffiths, Zetterberg, and Ernie. Third line Pajarvi, Rackle, and Hayes. Fourth line there Peary, Grabowski, and Rupert. On D here, all young guys. We got Clefbaum and Larson as a starting pairing. Jones and Sean Day on the second. Day's now in 83, so he's going to turn out really well, I think. And then Triamkin and Cuckoo on the bottom pairing. In goal, of course, we have McNiven and Gilly. So 2 young guys. Both have the backup role. I'm hoping one of them can break through this year. That would be huge for us. AHL team now, guys, is also looking dominant. I think they could definitely win back-to-back Calder Cups. Zaka here I have on the first line in the AHL, 82 overall. He could play in the NHL, but he'd be like a third or fourth line guy. I'd rather him play first line AHL, I think, and just dominate, especially if they go all the way to the Calder Cup. Jeremy Bracco here is first line center. Tim Bozen's first line right wing. Krostalev, Waugh, and Kachuk down the second line. Like, the AHL team's going to dominate. Donskoy there getting paid $5 million to play in the AHL. Kutak, Osmic on the third, then Sherwood, Kujawinski, and Kovacs on the fourth. D's also looking really solid there. We have Valiv, Kreis, Scarlett, Jacobs, Olsen, and Gattenby. And then in goal, we have Valharju, who's actually 81 now, and he actually now has medium elite potential, so his potential jumped a lot. Wish I didn't trade him in mine and Sod's GM mode now if I knew that would have happened. And then Hart there's our backup, who's also very solid. So AHL team looking really dominant. One thing that sucks, though, because our team's so good, if I can find him here, Nolan Patrick's actually scratched, and he's got high franchise potential, so you guys can tell me, 72 overall, should I just start him anyway? I don't really know what to do with him, though, because 72 is a big drop from, 80. Maybe, though, I could start him at, second-line center and just trade one of these guys or just scratch one of these guys until someone gets injured. Let me know what I should do there with Nolan Patrick, because he does have high franchise potential, and I tried sending him down to juniors, and it didn't work. So, not really sure what I'm going to do there. You guys can help me out, but anyway, AHL team here, 82 offense, 82 defense, 80 goaltending. NHL team, 92 offense, 91 defense, 87 goaltending. So, pretty excited for this next season. I think we honestly have a really good shot at the playoffs for the first time, as well as a back-to-back Calder Cup. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave the thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.